Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Conclave as Scotland. In our last episode we had yet another succession. We've had an unfortunately very high turnover of rulers here in Scotland lately. Our King Alexander II has died of a natural death at the age of 57, just after weathering his own succession crisis, so we are right back into our discontent council phase of the game here. So we'll probably be holding off on going to war again for a while to make sure that things are stable. Let's go ahead and nominate his successor. People are voting for our kinsman John here as the heir currently. So we could vote for Ninian, who is a bit older. John is probably fine though, for the moment. If he doesn't die of pneumonia. We'll vote for him for now. The one advantage that we have on this character now is that we are quite young, so we shouldn't die anytime in the immediate future. And we have a decent selection of traits. We're very charismatic, or diplomatic, I suppose. We do have a small vassal opinion penalty by virtue of being gay, but that's not really a huge issue, hopefully. It does reduce our fertility. We should probably give away one of our domain counties. I'm just going to start giving away counties in the Duchy of Lothian, since they are worth less to us. They don't get the bonus to levy and income that we get in our, or to levy at least, that we get in our capital duchy. I don't want to give away all three, and it's kind of unfortunate that the counts that we give them to are going to desire the Duchy of Lothian. But I guess we'll just have to deal with that. So we'll look for appropriate characters to give them to. Actually, that can be any. And we'll give one to Robert here. So Teviotdale and Dunbar, I guess. Alright, the council now has authority over granting titles, but fortunately they agree with this grant, so that's fine. And I guess Angus here will do just fine. And they agree with this one as well. Okay, so that puts us back down to 6 out of 6. We did manage to build a third castle in our capital county here, which is really good. So let's go ahead and build a castle town in there. Which should do some good things for our income. We're up to about 25 gold a month. You have discovered a plot where Williamette here seeks to kill Queen Roxana, our wife. Okay. Let's see if we can get her to stop doing that. No? Well, she currently only has 18% plot power, so probably not an issue right now. We can send her into hiding, but that's a bit premature. And it looks like we're not having too much trouble with factions. Probably thanks to our very high diplomacy. So we can go ahead and pick something else for our character focus here. So we could choose hunting for some extra health, though our chances of dying are not particularly high right now, I think. Maybe we just take rulership. I wouldn't mind increasing my stewardship. Oh, and now we have a domain size of 7, so I guess giving away that second county was unnecessary. So this person has finished her education in the ways of intrigue. Turned out less well than expected. Okay. So let's just continue to keep an eye on our factions for a little while here. Our new Earl of Teviotdale is extremely ungrateful about the county that we generously granted him and wants to overthrow us. How rude. My wife is pregnant, but I was away, wasn't I? Was I? I didn't go anywhere. Doubt besets me. The Earl of Cumberland has joined this faction as well. We're still below 70 though. Maybe we can get Gwynedd out. 56 gold is pretty reasonable. Okay. It seems much better. Okay, we have a Waldensian revolt. We actually still haven't managed to convert Oriel back to Catholicism. So I guess we're gonna have to fight them. That's fine. If you've noticed the unusual music, by the way, one of the new options added in the latest patch was the ability to remove context restrictions for music. Let me find this in the options here. Context sensitive music, so it will, if you uncheck that, it will allow music that ordinarily would not play to play. Like the Norse specific music, and I think there's Byzantine specific music. I'm not sure where this one is from, but I like it. Alexander Nevsky rides to battle. Alright, we had a castle walls finish construction. I guess we can stop leading armies ourselves just in case anything bad happens there, and again, I guess we should probably renegotiate our pact with France if we can. Looks like we can't, so we're going to have to try to marry a relative to somebody. We did marry somebody to Norway recently, didn't we? Maybe not a close enough relative. So as it is, we have no defensive pacts. Or alliances. Alright, we'll get that taken care of quickly. We'll enforce demands and execute this guy. Everyone is in favor. And we do have a dangerous faction. It's the increased council powers faction again. Alright, 2 dukes on it who are council members, so how long until our council becomes content again? A bit over a year. Let's see if maybe these guys are amenable to a bribe or two. Maybe we'll give this guy an honorary title. Oh, he already has one. And I guess we'll see if we can plot to revoke Strathern. I don't really want to declare a slightly or a possibly risky defensive or offensive war while the realm isn't necessarily completely stable, but just revoking a county from one of our vassals should be easy enough. Alright, we had a daughter born to us and our wife, or to our wife at least, maybe not to us, since apparently we have reason to be doubtful. I was kind of hoping our high diplomacy would get some more people on our side in this, but seems unlikely. Okay. We get faster levy reinforcement in Gary, which actually is very useful. Oh, it's not that useful because we already have full levy. Never mind. Kind of assuming some of these would still be depleted. Let's build the castle walls here. And we'll get another level of Castle Town. Let's not go too much lower on money though. Let me just check on the plot against my wife. Did I miss it? Still have the option to send her into hiding, so I assume it's still going on. But there it is, okay. Still no backers, still 18%, so not an issue. Still nobody wants to join our plot. I guess this guy is just very popular. But maybe when he dies we'll have better luck plotting against his heir. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can get some sort of pact or alliance with somebody. Let's see, your heir is already married to a kinswoman of mine, incidentally. Maybe we can marry somebody to another brother. Maybe we'll try the Holy Roman Empire instead. I assume you are already married. Everyone's married already. Maybe we can just arrange a betrothal with a younger child here. Do we have somebody of approximately the same age? 11-year-old Prince Wallen. No, how about matrilineal? I guess we'll accept a matrilineal one. There is a danger that people could vote for Wallen as the King of Scotland at some point, though that actually doesn't matter because we're on Tanistry, now that I think about it. This would result in a pact, so that's good. Of course, we have to wait a few years for it to actually go through, but that's okay. I don't think we're in any great danger. We are approximately equally strong as England, or maybe we're a bit weaker now, actually. So we could be in danger from them. Anyway, our Duke of Moray has died of depression. So we now have a Duchess in charge there, so she won't be annoyed about not being on the council, which is good. Was he our advisor? I think he was. So we have a free advisor slot. Let's see, do we have anybody who is annoyed about not being on the council? Our Duke of Galloway is. We could appoint him as advisor. He would be a pretty good chancellor as well. Though not as good as our current chancellor. We'll just appoint him as advisor, I suppose. He wasn't in a faction anyway, but to make sure he won't join any. Oh, and we lost Duke Bjorn of Munster. Okay. Died a natural death as well. So we have Duke Pole of Munster, who would be a good steward. Fortunately, that's exactly the position his father has vacated on our council. We'll have him collect taxes. And we'll appoint Robert here as a commander. Alright, our Duchess of Moray already had her opinion improved. So come September we should be relatively safe from factions. Though we are doing okay on it anyway. Jihad for Anatolia. The great Shia Caliph Badr has decided to call a jihad against the Kafirs in the Kingdom of Anatolia. He urges all righteous Shia Muslims to take up arms against the depraved Basilius Ioannes III of the Byzantine Empire for the glory of Islam. That's no concern of ours. It's probably something of a concern of ours, but we're not going to do anything about it. Except maybe watch. So, quite a few people joining on the offensive side there already. Our heir is unmarried. John. He turned into a reasonable character. Not amazing, but we should get him married. Do we have any geniuses available? Either too old or too young. I'd settle for strong. Strong but chase. Let's sort by age so we get somebody a little more age appropriate. These people are very average characters, despite being strong. Maybe quick would be a better choice. 19-year-old quick character. I guess we'll take it. Asenet, whoever that is, has eloped with the notorious mercenary Paul. Good riddance, I suppose. He was, I believe, a friend of our father. Or our predecessor, who was not our father. He seems to be unmarried, despite having just eloped, so not sure what's going on there. Okay, the marriage is happening. We can collect some gold or prestige. I think we'll take the prestige for the vassal opinion. And we have another Waldensian uprising, and I have made the mistake of leaving my retinue parked there. So we're going to lose a battle immediately. Which is pretty unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Just disband you as well. In fact, we'll try to retreat from this battle if we can. Yeah, didn't lose very much in that. And we apparently got caught again, or was this one of our other armies that we raised? There's an army from France here, which is apparently fighting in the battle despite being ostensibly neutral. Well, the revolt has ended inconclusively either way, so that's fine. Let's just disband all of these troops then. And I guess we have sufficient prestige to hold a grand tournament now, so let's go ahead and do that. You needed 500 prestige, which we've just gotten, so some extra prestige will be nice. The tournament will begin soon. Our Duchess of Moray is even happier. Okay, our brother Wallen needs an education focus. We'll see he's affectionate, brooding, and conscientious. Okay, so diplomacy would be okay. Stewardship would be very good, though. Assuming that, like, having 2 of the relevant traits is better than having 1, which I don't know is the case, but I think that would make sense. Oh, and we finally have support for revoking the County of Strathern, but we'll wait until the tournament is over. We don't want to end that prematurely. Young Magnus has finished his education in the ways of war, and it turned out pretty badly, and he's a misguided warrior. Okay. Cool mustache, though. No matter how many issues you deal with, there are always more demanding your attention. As the cacophony of quarrelling nobles echoes throughout your court, you suddenly snap and push your way through the bewildered crowds to reach the exit. So we become stressed. It's pretty unfortunate. Might want to switch to something that improves our health to counteract the -1 there. It is time to let the tournament begin, and for the next 2 months, let all show their martial brilliance. Let's see who wins this time. This guy has been maimed, which is unfortunate. Alright, our castle walls are finished. We can invest in technology as well. Economy tech, namely. Let's get improved keep so that we can continue to upgrade things further. The Marshal of Galloway has gotten 3rd place. The Commander from Gwynedd has gotten 2nd place. And this guy has gotten 1st place, despite not being a notable character in any way. Alright, well, good for him. Truly deserves it. A glorious event with a broken tooltip. Alright, so I believe the council is content again. We have the ability to revoke the County of Strathern, so we'll probably do that immediately upon starting the next episode, because we're just about out of time for now. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.